Welcome back to a brand new series where I'm going to be going on a bulk. It's going to be the road to 190. So what I'm going to be doing over the next 7-8 months is doing a bit of a slow kind of gain phase. I'm going to show you exactly what I look like right now. I'm going to show a little bit of clip there, and then I'm going to run you through exactly what I'm going to be doing. And this is going to be a full day of eating. Exactly what I'm going to be eating on the first day. Well, technically this is the third day of my bulk. Been bulking for the past 2 days. I have in fact lost weight, so that is a bit of an issue. So we're going to have to sort that one out. I'm currently going for 2,900 calories, 14 to 15k steps, and a bit of cardio in there. I want to start off lower and try to hit my maintenance soon, and then gonna go into a surplus because I want to go nice and slow with a surplus. Target, I think we're going to be aiming for around 190, but I'm aiming for around 0.2 pounds per week. What I used to do in the past, which is probably very bad, it is very bad, is when I used to bulk, I used to just put on a load of body fat. So I just focus on the scale weight. I don't want to focus on the scale weight, but I want a goal to focus towards, to hit. So we're aiming for around 0.2 pounds per week. It's getting about 15 pounds. It isn't going to happen just like that. I think I'm going to gain a little bit more than that because I think I need to gain a little bit more than that. But we're aiming for around 190, and I still want my abs at 190. That's the aim. I don't care how long it takes. If it means doing really slow, I'd actually prefer that, because see the feeling of not having abs and not actually feeling good within yourself, horrible feeling, absolutely horrible feeling. So I am going to be heading to Tesco later today to pick up some stuff for the weekend, some food. So I'll run you through exactly what I'm picking up and exactly what I'm doing in terms of food. This one's going to be a lot more cleaner as opposed to the last bulk. I got to around 4,000 calories and I wasn't eating decent food. I don't think I'm going that high this time, but I'm still eating clean. I'm close to 3k at the minute, and I'm eating very clean at the minute. So I'll come back when we're eating meal number 1. We've already had our 1.5 litre of water and our electrolytes, and now we are out with the big dog, getting the steps in nice and early. As you can see, it's pitch black. It's like 5:30 in the morning. So we'll go back and we'll get meal number 1 underway, and that's going to be eggs and sourdough and fluffy sourdough. Cannot wait for it. I'll see you then. Numero uno going down. We've got 4 eggs, 4 pieces of sourdough, around 600 calories. This isn't really a pre-workout meal. It is technically a pre-workout meal. So it's around 600 calories, 61 grams of carbs, and around 37 grams of protein. A little bit of fats in there as well. I usually try and go for, I usually try and not crack any of the yolks, because see when you bite into the yolk, when you have it on the bread, oh, different gravy, but we cracked one of them, so that's a bit of an L. 3 out of 4, not too bad. We're gonna get this grand, and then we're gonna head to the gym. No, we're not. We're gonna do a little bit of work, and then we are going to have our pre-workout kind of meal, which is gonna be carb central. It's gonna be dates, raw honey, banana, dark chocolate, and the coffee. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. We're gonna go eat this, go away do some work, and I'll see you when we're eating the pre-workout meal. So we have just wrapped up a couple of hours of work, and I also managed to get myself locked in the bathroom. Insert a clip here. But now we're getting ready to go to the gym. We're gonna hit the pre-workout meal. So I'm gonna run you through exactly what I'm having pre-workout. So pre-workout, what you're looking for is just carb central. That's what we're looking for. So what I go for is 75 grams of dates, and what I'll put in it is some raw honey, dates raw honey, unbelievable. And then we will go for some fruit, so we'll end up having a banana as well, with some more carbs. And then what I also do is with my caffeine, so caffeine, I'll have a bit of coffee. I'll start off with some coffee for the caffeine, and I'll put some dark chocolate in there as well for decent blood flow. If you haven't tried dark chocolate in the coffee, bro, serious, about 500 calories, mate, like about 90 to 100 grams of carbs going in pre-workout. And then I'll speak to you when we're heading to the gym, but I cannot wait to eat. This is just pure, see the dates? Nature's candy, absolutely lovely, raw honey, different gravy. I'll see you when we're heading to the gym. So when it comes to training on this bulk, I'm keeping it just as it was before the bulk. I'm not going to change anything at all. I'm going to be training 3 times per week, doing 3 full body sessions throughout the week. And my main aim on this bulk is to I've set 5 goals. I might go 6 actually, 6 strength goals. So it's very important when you get into the gym, setting strength goals to kind of hit, to keep you going in and striving to hit new numbers in the gym. I'm going to show you the 2 ones I've got in this session. So this is my full body session 3. I want to hit 2 plates on each side for around 8 reps. And then my next one is going to be dips. I want to get 220s, currently doing 120 for a set of 8. I want 220s by the end of this bulk. In the past, I probably wouldn't have set any goals at all in the gym, and I end up just going through the motions, and I have no kind of real drive to do more. That's why in this bulk, 2 in each session, I'm going to have a goal that I want to hit, and it's going to be very adventurous to push me a little bit further, but I'm definitely looking forward to progressing my numbers again in the gym. One day I'm going to film a full day of eating, and I'm actually going to remember to bloody record all of the meals. I can't lie, I've just eaten my post-workout meal. I had a kiwi, I had an apple while it was all cooking, while the chicken was cooking, and I had chicken and rice. I have got a little bit of a clip to show you with it, so I do have something of it actually done, but I didn't actually sit down and eat it. It was around 850 calories, 90 to 100 grams of carbs, and also about 90 grams of protein. So big thing after training, post-workout training. Very good session. I think PBs in pretty much every single exercise that I did. It's going to be carbs and protein, low fats. Ideally, I would like to have had beef and chicken and sweet potato, but as you can see, we've got 2 slots for the sweet potato, but with the amount of sweet potato that I have, just doesn't work, and I can't put chicken in there if I can't be else cooking it there. And another thing that I just literally forgot to do, I did go to Tesco's. I didn't film anything in Tesco's. I completely forgot as I went in, and I came home and just put effing away. But I'm just going to show you some of the foods that I'm going to be eating on this bulk. Obviously you've seen before, we've obviously got the dates, we've got obviously eggs, big on the eggs. I'll be having eggs later. Also, yeah, bananas as well. And now we're going into where the real food is, right? Fridge. Gut health, big focus on gut health and digestion in this bulk. So it's going to be sauerkraut 2 times a day minimum. We also got some kefir milk as well, vanilla. Looks very good. Vanilla kefir milk. Another thing that I'll have is Greek yogurt. On this bulk, it's going to be more higher calorie, so it's going to be 5%. I'm going for higher fats. What else have we got in here? We got some chicken, which I just had there. We also had some beef, got beef mince, which we're going to have some later. Got fruit down there, so we've got apples, kiwis. What else we have? Oh, here's one. This one's probably going to take it out in the bulk because it's decently low in calorie compared to the rest, but we got basa fillets, which are very good. I just like eating a lot of food, I can't lie, so the basa fillets are probably going to stay in. And then avocado, decent to have in, just to increase fat intake, fiber intake, unbelievable, higher in calories, so it's going to be great in this bulk to get calories in. When keeping the calories clean, it's very hard to do that. So being able to eat high calorie foods that are decently healthy is solid. And also up here, we've got some dark chocolate that I do put in coffee sometimes, and I also put in my Greek yogurt balls as well. I'll put a bit of dark chocolate in there. That's pretty much all the foods that I do currently eat. Broccoli down there as well. I'll have some broccoli later with the sweet potatoes and the beef mince. But apart from that, I don't really use anything else. Seasoning wise, I'll use smoked paprika on the chicken. That's about it. And then obviously sauces. The only sauce that I use is sriracha sauce, so I'll use sriracha sauce on. So then I'm trying to cut down on it because I do put quite a lot on it. I'm trying to cut down that a little bit. And obviously, yeah, like I said before, I've got my little drawer here. Sweet potato, all in there. I've got all supplements in there as well. Oats if I need them as well. But as you can see, very, very clean food on the bulk, and it is going to stay that way. Things are going to keep nice and clean, because what I'm going to do is after a certain while, the beef mince is going to get up to like 15 or 20%. So I'm still getting decent quality calories in, decent quality food, but just higher the calories and just have a little bit more fat in there. That'd be decent on train days and rest days as well. On rest days, my calories are staying the same for now. I'll see how it kind of goes with my weight fluctuations and how I kind of feel day to day on that and how I kind of look. But I'll go more fat, less carb on my rest day, as opposed to having a lot of carbs on the rest day, because I don't need them for training, and I'll just pump the carbs in on train days. So my train days are like 370-ish grams of carbs. My rest days are close to 100 grams of carbs. So we still get carbs in, mostly through fruit, and that's another thing we did get. So obviously we got in through here. We do have the freezer, and I got some frozen berries. I'm still gonna be killing these on the bulk as well as the cut, because I can eat a lot of food and it's a lot of volume. So I'll put that about 200 grams into a Greek yogurt bowl as well, which I'll film a day in the life or 4 day of eating when I'm doing a rest day as well. But that is pretty much everything. I would usually have some sourdough bread here, but ran out this morning and with the sourdough and eggs. But honestly, protein sources, mainly just chicken, beef mince, eggs, basa fillets, sometimes a little bit of salmon. I do like a bit of smoked salmon, it's decent. Carb sources, limited. I'll do fruit, I'll do a bit of veg, a bit of broccoli, and I'll also do sweet potato, whole wheat rice, and sourdough bread. They're the only kind of carb sources that I'll kind of rotate throughout the whole thing. Maybe a little bit of oats. I don't really know about oats and how they kind of feel on me, but that's about that. Yeah, that's everything. So yeah, I'm gonna set a reminder on my phone to remember to film the last meal, because I'm gonna have 2 of the 3 meals not filmed. But I'll see you later. I'm gonna do a bit of work, and I'll see you in the last meal of the day. I remembered to film my last meal. Meal numero 13. Going down. We have a big monster bowl here, to be fair. Save the carbs. The carbs are for the pre-workout. We've got 0 grams of carbs in this meal, but a lot of food. We've got 6 eggs. We've got sauerkraut, avocado, beef mince, 300 grams. And that is around 950 calories. And then about 100 grams of protein. Like I said before, I don't really need any more kind of carbs. I'm happy enough with around 260, 270. I'm happy enough there. I've gone more kind of protein focused and fat focused, as it's not around my workouts. But yes, that is the end of the day, and I'm going to go out for a post-workout meal walk, and I'll run you through the totals for the day, go through the macros and kind of the plans kind of going forward. And that is the day of eating fully wrapped up. It's about 7 p.m, 2 hours before you go to bed, just so my body is completely digested. And to help that, what I do every single meal is I'll go out for a 10-20 minute walk. Usually, sometimes I'll just do it around the house if I've got too much going on. I'll end up just walking around the house for 5-10 minutes, doing stuff on my phone, maybe doing a bit of work on the phone. But yes, totals for the day. Calories, 2895. Remembered it exactly from tracking it. Protein, 231. A little bit high, probably need to bring it down a little bit. Carbs, 262. And then fats, 101. Ideally, carbs want to be a little bit higher, but that's probably me. I need to push more carbs earlier in the day and then allow for a little bit more, a little bit less later in the day. But that's not a sweat, we'll sort that out. And at the minute, we're down 0.6 on the bulk. Not ideal, but I prefer to be kind of adding calories in instead of pulling back, because the last thing you want to do is shoot out too quick, put on unwanted weight, unwanted water weight, and have to kind of pull back on that, because once you pull the trigger, it's very, very hard to kind of pull it back. So I don't mind adding in a few things, but mainly in this gaining phase, my diet's going to remain pretty much the same. Like, them foods going to be, that's going to be the rotation that's going to be for the entire thing. I'm just going to add up more volume in it, add up the volume. I don't need any more frequency. 3 meals is decent enough for me. I could probably do 3,000-4,000 calories on that, so we're definitely going to be doing that. But looking forward to this bulk. Very successful day. We probably wrapped up what, we're just hitting around 13k steps there now. Probably going to get to around 15 for the day, which is solid. Obviously training done. Decent quality day. Things have been very, very good. Going into tomorrow, might be going out for dinner tomorrow, so that could be a bit of an issue around there. One thing that I will definitely recommend if you are someone that goes out for dinner, that one, you just pick a lean protein source, try and stay away from the carbs, or get a clean quality carb. That's my kind of advice. And try and go throughout the day, protein, carbs, get your protein and veg put in, and that's all you need to know. Save the calories for later on and enjoy the dinner. Especially getting into the gaining phase, I don't want to rinse the cheat meals or the off-pan meals too much. Once every once in a while will be good, but yes, we'll deal with it when that comes. Hope you enjoyed that video. Really, really good video. Apart from me forgetting to film one of my meals, that was definitely not ideal. I do that a lot. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd know when I film days in life, I end up always forgetting to film one meal. I'm glad I got 2 out of the 3 and got my pre-workout snack in there. But yes, if you enjoyed it, let me know. I'm gonna be doing this a lot more regularly. Do a series, kind of keep you updated on what's going on. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Have a good one.